the ATPC team, and dear students. We have among us our guest of honor from Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Today, I, Ayushi Sahai, on behalf of Amity Technical Placement Center, welcome you all to the premises of Amity University, Noida. Under the visionary guidance of our esteemed founder president of the Amity Education Group, respected Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, the dynamic leadership of Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, Chancellor of Amity University, and the valued support of the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla ma'am. Amity University remains steadfast in its commitment to academic excellence, industry-aligned education, and the holistic development of its students. It is my privilege to host this significant event, the outreach program organized by the Amity Technical Placement Center under the support and guidance of respected Dr. Anjani Kumar Bhatnagar sir, heading the Centralized Placement Division of Amity Education Group. The Amity Technical Placement Center plays a pivotal role in bridging the gap between our students and the corporate world, ensuring that our graduates embark on their professional journeys with confidence and competence. At Amity, we nurture not only academic and technical excellence, but also strong values, leadership, and responsibility. These qualities ensure our graduates meet industry expectations with professionalism. As you interact with our students, we are confident you will see these values reflected in their conduct and aspirations. The Bhabha Atomic Research Center is India's premier nuclear research institution, globally recognized for its pioneering contributions in the fields of nuclear science, engineering, and advanced technology. Established with the vision of strengthening India's scientific capabilities, BARC leads cutting-edge research in nuclear energy, reactors, radiation technologies, healthcare applications, agriculture, and national security. With state-of-the-art facilities and decades of innovation, the organization continues to play a pivotal role in driving scientific progress and self-reliance for the nation. We are delighted to welcome Shri Yuvaraj Nitin sir and Shri Nishant Mishra sir, both scientific officers and distinguished senior representatives of BARC, who are joining us today. Can we please have a round of applause for them? To commemorate this special occasion, I now invite Dr. Sunita Ratan ma'am, along with Team ATPC, to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests by presenting a bouquet, a heartfelt token of our gratitude and a symbol of our strengthening collaboration.
I would like to take this opportunity now to invite my individual domain heads, my HOIs, directors, senior faculty members who have joined the session today to briefly introduce about their work, their institution, and the work they are doing in the space of atomic energy or nuclear science at Amity University. Or kind of research work has already been done. So I would request my, starting from Dr. Mrs. Sunita Ratan ma'am, to please start the conversation and accordingly more people can join. Dr. Pandit sir, most welcome. Please come.
So a very good morning to both the distinguished scientists who've come all the way from BARC, because the relation of Amity with BARC is very, very old. As Alpana ma'am is already sitting, she'll share with you that we've already have a Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology where we are running a number of programs. And also at Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, we are running MSc Medical Physics program, which is approved by AERB. And this is one side when I look for academics, but if you go for the research and the research collaborations and the projects, I think a number of projects are running in collaboration with BARC. We've got BARC funded projects, even in AIS, AINT, nanotechnology, and AINST. And fortunately, a number of people from BARC have visited us. Ma'am is running some RSO programs she'll share with you. And we are also having a number of guest speakers, and we are very much thankful to BARC because whatever collaborations we are having through research, and we are having number of publications in BARC, our students, they are always welcomed at BARC when they go for their internship. In many of the institutions, we are having our MSc programs where last 6 months is their internship. So BARC has been very nice to us that they have rendered a number of internships to our students. And not only that, some of our students are already working in BARC after doing their internships. They have been absorbed in BARC also. So that is all about just a glimpse of that how Amity is working in collaboration with BARC. But it is not that we really want to extend more of it, because we want to have more funded projects, more joint conferences and seminars with BARC people, because number of our programs, you can see Amity University has got number of programs, and number of programs are directly aligned with the objectives of BARC, right? Similarly, the number of people are working on radiation technologies, they are working on nuclear technologies. So all of them would like to collaborate in a very big way. So I think you're coming here discussing will have a very good outcome for this. Thank you so much.
So, good morning and welcome once again from Amity Group. I am Professor O.P. Sinha, heading Amity Institute of Nanotechnology. This is one of the institutions which is the first of its kind in India, even before IITs or the NITs or the central universities. And we are really thankful to the BRC, who was very much generous to our students. Since 2005, they have started accepting our students for 6 months internships. And at that time, Professor S.K. Gupta sir was there, who was heading this material science division. And there was a time when maximum 16 students was accepted for the internship in a one go. So we have the very long associations. And for my side, I am a user of the BRC facility in the past, because I was a research associate at UGCTI Indore. So I was visiting your Mumbai center. And some of my juniors and my colleague is already working as a scientist. Sobit Bhattacharya is there, Devanshu Bhattacharya sir was there, and then Ranu is there. So some of my colleagues are already there. I am already associated with them. And always I try to send 1 or 2 students depending upon their interest. Again, I am thankful to the BRC for their generous support to our students, and we are looking forward for the more collaborations. And already we have completed 2 DAE project in association with the BRC or the DE based institutions. Thank you.
Good morning, and again welcome to Amity Universe from all of the candidates, those present over here. I am Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey. I am Director of Amity School of Engineering Technology. I would like to reiterate what my fellow colleagues have just talked about, the way we are associated with the BARC and how we can take it forward all, because already you must be knowing that we are the research and innovation driven university, and where we are emphasizing mainly on how we can take the technology, science and all the innovations forward to the society and to the industry. This university has filed more than 2,500 patents, and many of that has already been transferred to the industry for commercialization. And every year, more than 10,000 publications are coming out of the university. And with this legacy, and we have around 11 universities across the country, 12 universities now across the country, and 17 offshore campuses. And around 200,000 students studying this group at a time, including schools, preschools, institution of higher education and postgraduate, all these, including that. We have a strong base background of 700,000 alumni across the world. And all that what Professor Sinha and Sunita Madam has told about, how we can associate further. Is that high time now? Let us collaborate for all other activities that we are conducting in our campuses, either that is the research innovation is concerned, or the internships, or the placements that we are providing to our students. We are really thankful, and from MIT School of Engineering Technology also, many of the students are going for doing their internships in BARC many times. And we would like to take it forward and would like to understand how further we can collaborate and what way we can have further associations. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Sanal Kumar, Professor of Aerospace Engineering. I'm heading the Research and Innovation. I was a scientist in ISRO. I worked in rocket propulsion systems, both the solid and liquid. We are looking forward for the nuclear propulsion. Is it possible for the aircraft in the future or other vehicles? How safety we can? We are having a very brilliant students, brilliant than IIT students, I can say that. So we are having a lot of publications, and then we are having NASA related projects also there. So how we can collaborate? Possibly I can throw questions to you after hearing from you. Since you are coming from a Government of India department, security problem will be there. So we should not create problems in the last minute. You have to tell me your constraints so that we can collaborate in future. Thank you. Good day.
Hello. Yeah, good morning and welcome to MIT. I am Professor Vivek. I'm head of Institute of MIT Institute of Technology. We have collaboration with Tata Technology and offering very specialized programs in BTech Automobile Engineering, BTech Aeronautical Engineering, and MTech Electric Vehicle Technology. Our faculty members, they're working in various areas like composite materials, additive manufacturing. So we look forward to the areas where we can jointly work together. And one of my batchmate joined BARC in 92-93, Sanjay Chaudhary. We did BTech Mechanical together from NIT Silchar. So he joined in BARC, and one more batchmate joined BARC. I don't know which department they are, but they are with BARC. So thank you for visiting MIT again.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Neeraj. I'm heading MIT Institute of Defense Technology. Thank you for coming here. Already, how we are associated with BARC already has been explained. So now I want to focus more on what area we can look for. So one of the area what I can see is the propulsion. Already submarine propulsion is nuclear based. So in the future, tank or maybe UAV also can be. So this area, being a defense technologist, we can work together on those parts. Secondly, we have a faculty member, Dr. Ravi, sitting with me. They are working on AI of the defense. So those kind of system can also be collaborated. And the third thing, when I was in industry and I saw the example of Mahindra, they come to the vendors, they handhold the vendors, they go to the every level to find out the problem and give the solution. So those kind of thing I request from the BARC also. So sending students for internship, there we can give them some kind of subject either as a elective. So whoever is interested, they can take that subject and then can further go for internship. And internship also we have a different kind of internship. We have a 1 month internship, summer internship we call, and then we have a 6 month internship. And finally, we have a 1 year internship also. That is for PG students. So these area we can work together. Again, thank you for coming here.
Good morning. I have already introduced myself, but let me briefly take you to the journey of nuclear science and technology. In 2009, we start this course at Amethi, and we have started with the BTech bachelor program, which is, I think, nowhere in the India. Only Modi tried recently to start this program, and they have also not get good number of students. We have BTech bachelor program, master's program, and integrated program also. And our students are working. They are going through OCS program to BRC. They are working with RPAD basically because our students are selected under the radiation area. So we have a long association with BRC and we are still working with them. We have number of the project. My faculty is going there working using a Dhruva reactor physics, and we are also associated with a number of the program with BRC. We have already done. So now we are looking for the future, how we can enhance this activity because
Right? So we would like to know in what fields, in what divisions our students can contribute or our scientists can contribute. Because that is true that number of scientists are already working. But I think this will, because your visit would give us a very good insight that there are many more avenues which are unexplored and we want to explore those avenues. That is right.
Such areas where would be. Yeah. It is automation, it's biolab,
And we also commercialization.
You know what? You know what, like, I have already mentioned that thing, that how many type of areas we are touching in our organization. So in that means you need not to think about that what are the divisions you are supposed to know and apply. You have to apply. There is a centralized process through which the application will be automatically directed to the right division. The process is like that. But you just after our session, you will come to know that what are the main areas we are doing the research. So there are means cutting edge, state of the art labs, and there are very senior researchers who are working for a very long period of time. So automatically means they used to divert. But the thing is that process is very means number is limited somehow. If there is a process, but we are taking without any biasing. So the only thing that other division has to accept the proposal. That's all. So we both are taking the students also. We used to guide the student, but at that time the number is restricted.
These had
Very good morning to all of you. Sir, actually, I work on the field of spintronics, which deals with the memory storage devices. So, polarized neutron reflectivity in the solid state thin film division. So, it is very crucial for our depth dependent studies. So, we can have a magnetic depth profile like ESLD profile, electron scattering density. We have a magnetic profiles also. For device fabrications, it is very crucial for dead layer that if a magnetic layer is there any dead layer or non-magnetic signaling layer is there, it is very crucial. So PNR, polarized neutron reflectivity measurements, which are only currently available in India in your BRC center at Dhruva reactor. So I have done quite good measurements there with Dr. Surendra Singh. We have ion beam sputtering. So the good part is this. In this ion beam sputtering, we can sputter material, and apart from this, we have a hexagonal target holder. So within the same in situ vacuum environment, we can deposit 8 different layers. Not only this, we can deposit multi-layer as well as alloy. So we have calculated the beam area, and from the beam area, we can calculate the percentage of the targeted area. So we can have an alloy also, as well as we have a linear feed through. From the linear feed through, we can do the masking. And from masking, we can have a wedge film as well as thickness gradient in the same vacuum environment. So in situ, we can do this. Not only this, we have an optical opening of the windows. We can do the mock measurements. So without disturbing the vacuum. So when the films grow, we can have an evolution how this magnetic properties are enhancing. And we have the facility of vacuum annealing, ultra high vacuum annealing. So you are all will be very happy to know this. In our lab in MIT, we have a very good vacuum of the order -8. So it is very, and it has been developed by here only. And this was supported by BRC. So this vacuum annealing facility was developed by BRC. We are having a Bora electric heater, which can go up to 600 in the vacuum. And we also have the tabletop low energy ion accelerator. Currently, we are handling with argon beam and helium and oxygen. So we not only the nano pattern the substrate, we implant also. And currently, we have done some measurement of temp. So we have a clear evidence with our own developed system. We can implant the ions.
What I'm telling you, plant is very you can they have in our labs also.
But as he said that how they into the
Currently, I have submitted one project with Suren sir. So in that project proposal, he promised that I can frequently use that neutron facility. And previously, last year we have some measurements also, and publications were also done. In 2022, me along with my senior visited there, and we have done lots of measurement, and some are in analysis, and hopefully they will be in good publication journal in the coming time. They are in pipeline. Yes. Not only this Dhruva reactor, we have some projects, beam time approval with RRCAT also, and Sri Hari Sir lab, BL12. So we have done this 2D X-ray diffraction. So we have a in plane as well as out of plane grain growth during annealing. So how the crystallization drag the path. So we have this beam time approvals also. We also do the XMCD measurement, measurement in Dr. Mukul beam line in Indore. That is supported by BRC. Yes.
They all use the BRC and the gate method. Maybe that is pretty. Basically, they use the full this politics on the police. Will have online on that people then have a super. He has already seen it for the announcing. Mention that.
Another thing I could add is actually sometimes from the besides centralized internship application process, sometimes we look for students for a specific job. Some specific, for example, in my division, we are working with AI in nuclear medicine actually. So sometimes we need computer science graduates or postgraduates to carry out some 3 months project works. Yeah. So now since I've learned that, so in that case, we could contact the faculty directly and ask if such students are available.
To add, M.K. Pandey is not here, so I would be talking on his behalf, that we've got a computer science department, but we've got a very strong AI department also. You can visit that because I think it is one of its kind in India, that a number of students are already working in different projects in AI. So I think that will, Dr. M.K. Datta is taking, yeah, many, they're very good publications, and I think if the time permits, we can take you there also, and you can talk to. Yes.
That is more biology related. But they have very and we also have this is the main of bioscience. We also have molecular medicine and cancer. There are also a lot of thoughts on cancer biology. Then we have Center for Translational Research on tuberculosis and things. So now we have a PFMP facility.
Yeah. So couple of years back, RMC also has installed a BSL-3 facility. So Dr. Pramod Kumar Gupta is leading that. I could connect you to him. And he's working, earlier he used to work on curcumin and these things in immunology.
Yeah, so now that you said curcumin, so the scientists from from AMSR, Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. So they are working on using curcumin as one of the molecules for cancer stem cells. So a lot of work is being happening in cancer, not only in cancer with natural products, but also in other diseases. For example, neurodegenerative disorders. So we are working on that. So I think there is a lot of opportunity where we can collaborate. It's just that we have not been able to, but I think
We have
it would
not
be
connected. Yeah.
yes, but this would be a great stepping stone to start that.
before. Now we have now we have an entire TSP also. We are able to train for stage. Now there are problems of the for the essential spreads we are providing area. So otherwise everyone wants to join the education program or in the recruitment. So it's a very I don't know. Slight issue.
Sunita ma'am, can you just brief the discussion that we already had?
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, we've had a very good discussion with BRC. We have apprised them that there are a number of institutions who are already working in collaboration with BRC. Our scientists are doing a number of projects with BRC. BRC is very generous to give us the projects. And the students from AINST and then AIAS, AINT, they are already doing their internships and they have been accepted at BRC where they are doing. But I think the visit of the BRC scientists here will be a very good step because what we have come to know that there are many fields which we have not explored at Amity because now they are talking about computer science students, they're talking of mechanical students, and I think mechanical students have actually gone to BRC, but computer students have not gone. And secondly, the major thing which I came to know that they are also looking for AI in medicine and AI in medical field. So I think it will be a very good collaboration and the outcome of this visit is going to be very good and a way forward for all of us. So that is how. Very good. Just आपके एक्चुअली सीएससी के एक्चुअली मतलब जी आपके मैकेनिकल के इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के सीएससी के एक्चुअली आप लोग मेरे बच्चे आपके सारे
We are honored to be joined by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla Ma'am. A luminary in academia and administration, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla Ma'am stands out as a brilliant scholar, prolific researcher, and a visionary leader. Renowned for her multifaceted insights, humility, and exceptional leadership skills, she has left an indelible mark on the education landscape. With a solid foundation in engineering, evidenced by her MTech from the prestigious IIT Kharagpur and a PhD from the esteemed Queen's University in the UK, Professor Shukla Ma'am embodies the perfect blend of Indian ingenuity and global expertise. Welcome, ma'am.
Very good morning to all of you. Good morning. It's really a great day that we have a team from Bhabha Atomic Research Center here at Amity University. And we always look up to this esteemed organization for many areas. And we always look at it how a relationship between Amity University and be further strengthened, and your visit today to the campus is extremely important because opening a new chapter in relationship between Amity University and BARC. Amity University, our honorable founder president, right from the beginning, he always focused on the, in addition to academic, the research and research to be in all the areas, especially the emerging areas and which are aligned with the national priorities. So nuclear science is extremely important, and we have uh, almost more than a decade when we have established the Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. And even before that institution, we had a center for the radiation energy, and research was being done. Dr. S.C. Goyal was the founding director of that center, and thereafter Dr. Alpana has taken over, where we have the undergraduate, postgraduate, and the doctoral program. And Dr. Sunita Ratan is already running a program of medical physics. It was earlier of 3 years, but after having the notification coming from the BARC only, AERB, and now we have made that MSc program of 2 years. Still, that 1 year training program will still be conducted, but that is not the duration of the MSc program. So MSc will still remain now the like UGC nomenclature. It will remain of the 2 years, but after that, if they want to have the certificate, they need to have the 1 year training program. We have the medical biotechnology. Dr. V. Pooja is conducting that program, and only last week only we have finalized that in the next academic year we will be offering the nuclear science as a one of the specialization. Suppose the student want to do the second major. Suppose the student is a physics student, but you want to do the nuclear science as the second major, the student will be able to do. Same way, the if the student want to do the nuclear technology, our engineering student, mechanical, aerospace, and other discipline, they can also do this, the minor degree in that. So we only coming up with that because only today I was reading in the newspaper that where the government is opening up the nuclear science to the private companies. So that means in times to come there's going to be a lot of career opportunities for the students, and I think for any good career progression, internship is very important. In addition to the whatever the course subject they study or the elective courses what they study, but the internship is extremely important. Therefore, Amity University has mandatory internship starts from the very first summer break, and so every summer break the student go for their internship. But in addition to that, as per the government of India, the UGC, now the provision have come of the apprenticeship. Then in case the student wants to get the practical training and they want to go for the apprenticeship, so our BSc students, all they can go for a full semester in an organization and undertake the apprenticeship. In this, what happens, the total credit of the semesters are core courses, whichever the courses are there, those can be earned through the apprenticeship. So therefore, the choosing a particular company for the apprenticeship is very important. The kind of the apprenticeship the student will do, whether that apprenticeship will be able to meet the requirement of the course. And so maybe if our student is going to specialize in nuclear physics, so maybe the physics student going for a apprenticeship will be very useful because the student would like to make a career in that field. So in addition, because as per the UGC, even the students of the final semester, they can undertake either the major project with the research organization, provided that the research organization is giving a research topic to the student. So where the student is doing his complete thesis. Otherwise, the student can do the internship of 4 credit in that organization. Other courses the student can pick up from the online mode, either from within MIT or from the NPTEL or SWAM and other portals which are available. So, because since our MIT University's faculty is already is engaged deeply in the research, supported by the BARC, and today your visit surely will open a lot of opportunity for our students, whether they are the engineering students or they are from the science and technology discipline. So I extend very warm welcome to both of you here at MIT University. Our honorable founder president set up a very state of the art MIT Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology, and will surely like you to visit that. And we have been conducting a lot of training programs on curriculum design and development, as well as on the capacity building. And DETRA has been helping us and supporting us big way in establishing this center, and the later on conducting the capacity building training programs. So very warm welcome and look forward working together.
I just because not sir told us that they have got many programs for electronics and mechanical, and they would like to practice.
Good morning, everyone present here, and I welcome you to the MIT campus. I am heading the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, which is part of MIT School of Engineering and Technology. And we offer undergraduate 2 programs, BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering and BTech Electronics Engineering with specialization VLSI Design and Technology. And MTech, we offer 2 programs, MTech Embedded Systems Technology and MTech VLSI.
Good morning, sir. Here is Dr. Basant Singh Sikarwar. I am heading the Department of Mechanical Engineering. So this department offer 2 undergraduate courses, BTech Mechanical and BTech Mechatronics. Apart from the undergraduate, we have a courses of PG, where we have to be offer the BTech Thermal and Fluid Engineering. MTech Thermal and Fluid Engineering, MTech Mechatronics, and MTech Production Industrial Engineering. And I have a BRNS project with IPR, Plasma Research Institute. This project is going on. Especially we are developing here in a atmospheric water generator, and we are planning to set up the 2 setup. One is Mumbai and another is Visakhapatnam, because the 2 cities has a very high humidity, and we are trying to produce the water from the humidity.
Immediately after this, we are also having a close to 2 hours of interaction with the students, and some of our placement teams are already there. Where this interaction will be taking place, and allowing us to have a deeper insight about the offerings for students, how we can leverage the opportunities given by BARC, and students how they can take those opportunities that we have. So I would also request you to join this conversation in directions.
It will be very useful that all the actuaries also attend this presentation. That they will be able to tell their students, because the examination period is also going on. Then their students then what all the that's how they can look at it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. Now, we would like to confer upon our esteemed representatives from BARC the prestigious Amity University Shield as a token of our appreciation and recognition of our growing collaboration. I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am and the ATPC team to do the honors.
Madam, thank you for hosting us at your institute. And one thing I'd like to say, uh, the future of students studying nuclear sciences at MIT is already bright. I'll tell you why. Because at least in the I say if you are starting MSc nuclear medicine program, so they have a lot of scope outside. Yeah. While I'll say I've been to Japan. Japan has a population of 12 crores. Okay. Japan has over 140 medical cyclotrons and accelerators related to cancer treatment and diagnosis, including proton therapy. 140 accelerators, cyclotrons, for a 12 crore population. We still have 25 cyclotrons for 140 plus population. So imagine the ratio that we need actually. And with the growing incidence of cancer across the country, across the globe, so we need much more such facilities. And in BRC, outside BRC, these students are going to have career opportunities. So they already have a bright future. So you, in this case, are already winning. That I would add. Right. Thank you.
That's like our medical physics students are like once they finish this, they are really given job offers of 10 to 12 lakhs. Whereas MSc physics students, they struggle. But this is how it is there.
Even our MSc nuclear medicine students get a in-hand package of 1 lakh after they leave the facility. They're working as technologists, cyclotron operators, and this thing. And they are in huge demand. See, every time people retire, people leave jobs, so that opening is always there. There are more opportunities right now. And as in the government's vision to invest on healthcare, this thing, and these opportunities will open up more. So they already have a bright future. So earlier we used to run a DMR IT course. Right. That was the precursor for that MSc nuclear medicine course. Now that right now MSc nuclear medicine has replaced that DMR IT course, and at our institute we are also running MD nuclear medicine. MD nuclear medicine, yes. That also we run at our radiation medicine center, and no one is actually struggling to look for a job. Like there's such a huge demand for in these things. So already we have a lot of, and the number of radioisotopes that we are testing and that has actually gone to the patients is also evolving, right? And the availability is not there. And with the Prime Minister Modi's vision of a public-private partnership in this healthcare and nuclear medicine related healthcare in these things, this will also evolve. So in other countries, lot many isotopes are being used. So this will also go. So we are always going to grow on that. So best wishes for that.
And the 14th hospital is ready to take our students, whatever we will need. So do you think they have done the MOU with us and they are saying your student will be absorbed by us, whatever your number will be there. So that is a demand because nuclear medicine is the passing out student is getting 1 lakh near starting. They are saying that their demand is so high.
We would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am to felicitate our distinguished guests.
But the product of biotechnology, my colleague, so he has contributed to entirely. So happy to make this event possible. So, congratulations to all the people. And none of the promotion can be